The health of Greenwood Lake is utmost importance to everyone here that is a taxpayer, a visitor, that comes into our community. Because of our low oxygen levels and the fact that our lake was dying through sedimentation and weed growth, the village of Greenwood Lake explored, under my administration, explored the tools that could be used to make a healthy lake. We decided on aeration, myself and my board at the time, and this is the results. After 2.5 years of having aeration in the lake, the water quality has improved, fish habitat has increased, and people are able to recreate on Greenwood Lake without having to take their boats in for repair because the weeds have clogged their props or their engine. So aeration is a huge plus for our community. It is a successful engineered project here in the village of Greenwood Lake.
I see a drastic improvement with weed growth going away, and it's been this administration has been very proactive, the mayor, and I feel it's something we need to do. We need to invest money in our natural resources here, and this is our greatest resource. The main business here focuses around the lake and people that use the lake. The water quality has gotten much better over the last 3 or 4 years, and I see a major difference in this section of the East Arm since the aeration's been installed. Barbara has been like no other elected official we've ever had here in the village as far as trying to work with the business owners and take care of this natural resource that we have.
My name is Jim Foley, and I'm a resident of Greenwood Lake Village for the past 26 years. Usually every other day I come here and I launch my kayak from the small park. And over the years, there's been very big improvement in the area where I launched the kayak. No longer there are weeds and mud and goose droppings, and it's a pretty nice area and quiet. And I take my kayak out on a lake. I find running in the village, which I also do every day, is a very good experience. And over the years, I've seen the improvements in the village through my running too. I think also the aeration system that was put in here about 2 years ago has done an improvement on the weeds, especially in this area here and out by Chapel Island. I don't go back into the swampy area too much, but I do see from the roadside that it's cleared up some of the areas back there too.
Hi, I'm Occhiopinto. I'm a resident here at Greenwood Lake. I live right across the street here on 2 Church Street. Since the improvements of Barbara Moore's aeration system, I no longer have to paddle out 1,000 feet to get away from the weeds. The aeration system has worked perfectly, and I no longer have to do that. I can start my jet ski right where it stands right here and go right out, and it takes a lot less time. So I'm very fortunate to have a great mayor like her, and this is just one of the improvements that she's made, and I back her and support her in every way.
We're here today at Lions Field. Lions Field is a combination property which houses our Little League field, our junior field, as well as our picnic areas and our playgrounds. Having a community with 900 children under the age of 18, it's important that a municipality concentrate on field usage and providing proper areas for all age groups to be able to get out and exercise and do organized sports as well as just passive recreation. We're very proud of our Lionsfield property. We've had major improvements through my administration. The fact that we have a buildings and grounds crew that's solely dedicated to taking care of our fields as well as all of our municipal buildings.
Hi, I'm Lisa Mulcahy. I'm a mother of 2 young boys here in Greenwood Lake. This is a place where we come to often to play. We're very happy that we have a safe playground to bring the kids to, which is unlike how it was before. For those of you who've lived in Greenwood Lake a long time, you know that the playground that we used to have over by Lions Field was not the greatest. The equipment was really dated, old, and unsafe. And because of Barbara Moore's initiatives and ability to get grant funding, we now have this great space for our kids to play.
We're here at the Helen Kelly Field basketball courts, yet another project funded through a grant opportunity which I attained for the residents of the village of Greenwood Lake. This property was a drainage nightmare. There was days that these properties couldn't be used for basketball, for t-ball, or for soccer here in the community. Through great engineering, we developed a stormwater management plan which takes the water off of the courts and off of the fields into these wonderful swales that take the water out into the wetland area of our community. This was all done again with grant funding. We're here at the Thomas P. Morahan Waterfront Park, the showplace of the village of Greenwood Lake. This property was once a dilapidated marina, but through the PDR tax that the town of Warwick charges to all town residents, we have this beautiful venue here in our community. This property is managed by the town of Warwick, and we're thankful that they saw our vision and allowed this property to be purchased. This property allows us to have our summer concerts here through the efforts of residents of the village of Greenwood Lake. This stage, performance stage, was built. We have summer concerts all throughout the summer, free to the public, to provide quality entertainment. We also have theater at the lake, where our residents and people from outside of our community perform here on the stage with that beautiful backdrop. If you see out to the peninsula, our gazebo not only provides passive viewing of the beautiful lake, but also lots and lots of fishermen throughout the day. We're really thankful for this property. We're thankful for the fact that we have a beach that our residents can come to on the hot summer days here in the village of Greenwood Lake. This is a view that many people in Greenwood Lake never had until this property was purchased through the vision of Greenwood Lake residents. Since becoming mayor of the village of Greenwood Lake, I've seen the necessity to have recreation in other areas besides our major recreation park, Lions Field and Helen Kelly Field. We had this property here in Wattawa Park, a corner property that was not used. Through our efforts, our village buildings and grounds crew, our town DPW, and the residents of Wattawa Park who raised the funds to develop this property, we have a wonderful pocket park providing outdoor recreation for the children of Wattawa Park, as well as all the children in the village of Greenwood Lake. In there is a huge sump catch basin that filters the water so we don't have sediment coming into the lake, and then it comes through this natural swale and into the outflow pipe, into a catch basin that's retrofitted with phosphorus removal canisters before the water enters Greenwood Lake. This was all done with a grant by the New York Department of Environmental Conservation, who funded this project. We're here at our municipal DPW yard. Behind me is our salt barn. This salt barn provides for salt to be delivered to clean our roads during snow events here in the village of Greenwood Lake. Through cooperation with the state of New York and the town of Warwick, we buy our salt in bulk, and it provides for a lower cost to our taxpayers. 4 years ago, here in the village of Greenwood Lake, we were faced with the rising cost of DPW services. Through my initiative, we were able to do an intermunicipal agreement with the town of Warwick to provide DPW services to our community, saving the taxpayers to date $1.4 million. We're here at the Village of Greenwood Lake Municipal Water Filtration Plant. 6 years ago, when I became mayor, this plant was falling apart at the seams. We were under a DEC order on consent to stop the discharge of backwash water flowing out of the plant. Water quality in the village was mediocre at best. People were not accepting brown water or pink water or yellow water coming out of their taps. To facilitate the upgrade of this plant, we received a 0% loan from the Environmental Facilities Corporation of New York State. That allowed us to do the construction that needed to be done in the plant to provide fresh, clean drinking water to our residents here in the village of Greenwood Lake. We're here at our village municipal complex, an area that's been retrofitted through grant funding, again, in the village of Greenwood Lake. This is a green project. It contains porous pavers, which allow our rainwater to drain down underground, providing safety for travel in this area. The area also contains bioswales, another stormwater management technique. Also, all of our stormwater from our rooftops in both of our buildings come down underground into rain gardens, another green technology new to our community, but one that's beneficial. This project came to the village of Greenwood Lake through my efforts in attaining another grant, one that was $500,000 to provide great stormwater green management in the village of Greenwood Lake. We're standing here at our Village of Greenwood Lake Police Department. Behind me is a portion of our police car fleet, which have been provided to the community through grant opportunities I acquired for the Village of Greenwood Lake. Here we are at our Village of Greenwood Lake commuter parking lot and library parking lot. This is a project that was designed professionally by our village engineers and contracted by professional construction people. It is a green project because we have put into this parking area the same practices that we displayed at our Village Hall project with our pervious pavers, rain gardens, and bioswales. This is another green stormwater project that not only protects our roadways but protects the health of our lake. This is a project that is a stormwater project that costs the taxpayers zero in tax dollars.
My name is Kevin Sweeney. I'm with the Windermere Insurance Agency. Last year when I was looking for a location to place my business, I originally discounted Greenwood Lake because my impression had always been it was very run down. Looking at Greenwood Lake again, I realized it's made tremendous strides in the last few years. The village looks so much better. Seems much more prosperous. I didn't know at the time that this was due to the Mayor, Barbara Moore. I've since become involved with the Chamber of Commerce here in Greenwood Lake, and I've seen Barbara work numerous times with different businesses, helping us out, giving us guidance, giving us leads to financing or different contacts that she has. Not always stuff that is normally in the mayor's purview, but she goes out of her way as a person also to help us. I wholeheartedly endorse Barbara Moore. I think that I can't see anybody else who's better for the job, to be quite frank. She's got a tremendous record, and she does a great job for the people and for the businesses.
Hello, my name is Stacy Congdon. This is my husband Warren and my daughter Isabel. We own the Greenwood Lake Garden Center here in the heart of Greenwood Lake, New York. This had always been a pipe dream until a community cleanup day where we were cleaning alongside Barbara down at the community gardens, and a conversation with her led us to being able to see our dream to fruition, and here we are.
Barbara has been a really big supporter of ours. She helped us through the many obstacles it takes to become a business in the village. She's also done a lot of great things for the community. She brought great music to the town. She brought, like she said, the community garden, which is a great little place in the village. She's also done great green initiatives. She's done nice cleanup in the lake. She's done a lot of great things for the village, and we support her for mayor. And you should consider supporting her as well.
These little town blues are melting away. I'm gonna make a brand new start.